Hello, this is Nitin Dahad with the Times, and I'm here at the HiPEAC 2025 conference talking to Marc Duranton. Marc, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Marc is one of the key members of the HiPEAC team here, and he's been with them for about 20 years. They celebrate their 20th anniversary this year. Yes, it's been quite a journey, I guess.
Yes, yes, a lot of change since 20 years in computing science. Yeah. Remember, 20 years ago, we didn't have iPhones or smartphones. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the reason we're here is every year. I think I've been writing since I've been coming here. You release a vision document
Yes.
at the beginning of the year, January, and it's called the HiPEAC Vision. This year, HiPEAC Vision 2025. We covered it in depth last year, but what are the key differences in the new document you released this week?
Yeah, there are a lot of changes. So last year we promoted what we call the next computing paradigm,
Yes.
which is how everything will work together as a services. So to have basically what we have today with the web, but now with interconnected devices. And when you are asking to something, so all the services are orchestrated together to make what you are wanting to do.
Okay, and the key, I think, this year, I mean, last year I think you talked about different races, and
Yes.
there are what, five races? I
Yes,
think you talked
exactly.
about. And so just summarize those 5 races quickly.
Yeah, so the first races, which is even more intense, is about artificial intelligence, that's clear.
Yeah.
Also about what will be the next big computing paradigm, so it's also why we try to promote this next computing paradigm stuff, but also races about cybersecurity, so we see more and more attacks, and even here artificial intelligence is either helping the bad guy or helping the good guy, depending here. And of course, what is also very important is sustainability. So how we could, our industry could be more sustainable, and also sovereignty. So the position of Europe into a computing science compared to the big one that are here.
And I think one of the key things is these are races in the industry. I know your sort of focus is on very much specifically around what's going on in Europe, but it is a reflection of what's going on in the world. So one of the things this year, I think, that you've introduced in the vision is around agentic AI and the orchestration of that.
Yes.
Just tell us about the key change in the vision document that
Yeah,
addresses that.
Yeah, thank you very much. So this was really a way to have a more short-term practical implementation of this next computing paradigm. So we think that the next step, or next short-term step, will be this distributed agentic AI, where you still have, like in the NCP, an orchestrator that will select which agent, which artificial intelligence agent will do the task. But what we are thinking is that this could be distributed, so we could have various providers, so a small startup, SMEs that could provide one services that could be orchestrated by your own orchestrator that know you, that also keep track of your private data and things like that. So this could create a complete ecosystem. So we need certainly services like Google that will discover all these services. We need also to weigh how to have payment that could be offering some compute power, so your autonomous car will not drive all the time, but when it's at the parking, it could offer its computing power, so that could be an exchange to some services. So here we could create a complete ecosystem, and here Europe could have a real impact here, because we have a network of SME that could provide these services. We have good communication infrastructure, so that could be an interesting future.
You say here in Europe it could be like a orchestrator of that. When you think about the history with CERN and you know the internet,
Yes.
I think there could be potential. But what you're sort of articulating is maybe something where you have a Google for AI agents.
Yes, yes.
Is that?
Yeah, that's a business point of view on how we could create this ecosystem. But the most important thing is, like for internet, we need to agree on the protocol on how this agent will communicate. So this is what we are calling now to have various communities that work together to try to define what could be this exchange. So not only the functional, so what agent could exchange to make the function, but non-functional properties like what is the latency, what is their location. So also because in this idea, the agent could migrate from various hardware, and also from your own hardware, they could work together. So if my smartphone didn't have enough compute power, it could ask to my laptop or to my set-top box or to my autonomous car. So here there could be a bubble of compute, of resources that could work together. And if it's not enough, it could go to other services that could be on the cloud. So this is really an all-inclusive approach, not only the big data center, but also trying to agglomerate all the compute power that are here. So you know in your smartphone, you don't use it a 24-hour day, or I hope so. So during the last hour, all their resources, so mainly it's plugged because you want to recharge it. So here we could use it for some other function. So that's this idea. So really the point is that if we could create this kind of communication protocol, it could be like TCP/IP, which has been for the operating system. We want to create the TCP/IP for the orchestration system. So that should be open so that everybody could jump on it. Yeah. And of course, we need to think before what are the properties. So I'm really calling so that all the community will work together. So people from, of course, artificial intelligence, but people from telecommunication, for cybersecurity, for
bring it all together.
Exactly, to bring their ID, bring their requirements, so that we could build something open that could be sound and easy to be adopted by various people or companies.
Now, final question. So obviously we're in Europe, the European conference, research community, but people from all over the world. You know, I think I heard 774 participants from all around the world. What are the key messages for Europe from this conference?
I think that we see a wake-up, for example, in Asia, that are very present in the domain of artificial intelligence, that they make very good paper like this, and so perhaps we often call us the old continent, but we should not be the old continent. So we need to be young and be very proactive, which perhaps we are not so much. So again, HiPEAC, we try in the HiPEAC conference, and the aim of HiPEAC is to bring together the community to have really an impact. So again, it's a wake-up call or something like that. So that's we need to work together to have a real impact. So, for example, in this idea of distributed agentic AI, that could be some kind of blueprint for the next computing paradigm that we think could be a way for the future, where Europe could have a good position.
Well, Marc, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.